Planet Vero Studios, brought to you by Evergreen Media, creating cohesive marketing campaigns. Evergreen Media in Vero Beach.
Welcome to the Lori Davis Show, where it's all about the amazing lifestyle on our Treasure Coast. And here's your host and Realtor for Life, Lori Davis.
Hello, and welcome to the Lori Davis Show with Lori Davis, your Realtor for Life. We were just talking about that in the studio. It's been 16 years now. And it's just been an amazing a ride with the Dale Sorensen Company. I've only ever worked with them. I love working with them. They're a local firm. We are a boutique. We are not a franchise. I think if you call me or anybody over at Dale Sorensen Real Estate, you're going to find it's a very good experience. It's different. We try and make it very special, and we try and take extra good care of our clients. This is Easter weekend. We are on Tuesday. This is Tuesday. We know that we play on Sunday, so happy Easter at 4:30 on Sunday for our radio show listeners. There are a lot of other social media, Facebook live stream that play during the weekday, so I have to kind of sort of play to both of my audiences. For the Easter weekend, sunrise service. I've been going for years because I live in that area, but J.C. Park does one and Humiston Park does one. There used to be one at Riverside, but I don't know if they're still doing that one. It's beautiful. You bring a chair. It doesn't matter what your denomination is. It's for all denominations. You could just go and show up and have the sun rises. It's absolutely beautiful. It's a beautiful experience, and it's Easter morning, and you're done. It's off the 8 o'clock in the morning, and it's all over. You got your church behind you, so that's great. Today, now we've got still Easter egg hunts ahead of us. I talked a little bit about this last week. April 5, that's tomorrow at North County Aquatic. They're floating eggs in the pool. Get your kids over there. I think it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Scoop up some eggs. Dick Bird Regional Park. That's down by one of our guests down on Oslo Road at 20th Street. It's 4,000 eggs. They're doing it in the evening on April 8th at 8 p.m. 4,000 eggs. Bring your family over there. Go do the Easter egg hunt. These are all both done by the county. I think they kind of cordon. They rope off areas for different age group
Quarantine.
Kids. We don't like that word anymore.
We don't? Okay.
No, well, I guess we do that with
in animal rescue.
In animal world,
yeah,
we have to do. It's a good thing. Yeah. It's a very good thing. The Pathway Church. This one is 1105 58th Avenue, guys, and 12th Street. They're dropping 50,000 eggs out of the sky.
I hope you don't have to stay
from a helicopter from 9 to 3. I don't know. Cool. I'm sure there's one thing that they're doing one time. But isn't that fun?
That is very fun.
I know. And then community church. So
unless they drop them in the wrong location.
I said they're going to be all over 58. They're going to be all over 12th Street. They're going to be all over shacks, vineyards over there, the orange groves over there. Let's just welcome our guests to the show because we want you a part of it from the very beginning. We're welcoming Jackie Petrone and Allison Boots from the Hail and No Kill Rescue and Shelter. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Hi, guys.
I need bigger claps than that, Jesse. You got to crank that thing up. I want it to blow out some. There you go. Yeah, right. That's right. We also have a special guest on our show who came to visit with us today. His name is Marvel, and he's fabulous. Look at him. Hi, Marvel. Look at that shot.
To the camera. There's the money shot right there.
That was awesome.
Good job, Bobby.
That's great.
It's a way to get adopted, babe.
There you go. That's right. I was on TV. Jackie, tell us a little bit about Marvel.
Marvel is about 7 years old, and he came from a shelter on the West Coast after they were hit by Hurricane Ian and had to evacuate.
Wow.
So he's one of our favorites. He's a bit of a couch potato, not a big walking fan. He likes to love bite your fingers. We're not sure what that's about, but it's not bad. It's really quite cute. He just kind of nibbles on them.
He's a kiss. It feels like he's kissing you. You know what I'm saying?
See, it's very gentle.
He is. He is.
And he's just waiting for his home to come along. He He doesn't like other dogs in his face. He's not aggressive with other dogs. So if you have a real chill, laid back dog that'll give him his space, he'd be fine around them. But he's not the kind of dog to let loose at the dog park and have another dog slobbering all over him. He's got enough slobber.
He slobbers
says.
for two.
Yes. Yes.
We saw a little of that before the show started.
Yes, we did.
I love that. Well, now, do we want to talk just about if somebody said, oh my God, I saw this dog and I want to adopt him, then what do they do?
Well, you can go to our website, halorescuefl.org.
Yes.
And you can get more information about him and all the other dogs and cats and small animals that we have available for adoption. There's an application that you can do right online, or you can always call the shelter and talk to the front girls. They're super good at walking you through the adoption process. So yeah, any inquiries or questions about Marvel, you can also email us. I check all the emails on a daily basis.
This one killed me when I went to the website. I don't even like cats, and I'm like, that looks like such a nice cat.
That's what we all say.
I know.
I don't even like
beautiful.
cats until there's way too many in our homes.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Wait till you become the cat lady, then you're like, what was I thinking?
What happened?
Oh my God, are you getting in my lap now, bud?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, listen, let me do this real quick. We always have, Chef Scott provides us with a beverage, so we're kind of jumping back and forth here today. But Chef Scott, the Citrus Grill House, always provides a beverage. Today, it's a rosé sangria that they made. Absolutely beautiful, multiple fruit juices and a sparkling rosé. It is delicious. I told them to come up with an Easter drink for us, and this is what they came up with. I said it was whatever you guys decided, and oh my gosh.
I'm not sure they come up with anything that's not amazing at Citrus.
And what do you like over there? You were telling us earlier.
Well, I've got some favorites, but we have truffle fries, we have truffle risotto, we have truffle angel hair pasta. I have a truffle theme.
Do we have a theme? I see a theme here.
There's some fish dishes that are out of this world, and there's a chocolate chip cookie dessert that
wonderful. Yeah. It's to die for.
It's incredible.
I know.
It's to die for.
Who's doing that for you? Nobody. But Chef Scott.
I know.
So thank you, Chef Scott at Citrus Grill House for the beverage. And obviously, everybody loves you. There's so many things to say thank you for. Go see them at 1050 Easter Lily Lane. They're right there at Humiston Park, directly on the ocean. You cannot miss the restaurant. They're open for lunch and dinner from Monday until Saturday. Fabulous food. If it's not fresh, they're not serving it. If it's, it's not going to be on the menu unless it's the most fresh product that he can get. We love them. We love the food. The staff is great over there. Take good care of them if you go to visit. Anyway, I will see you, Christy, after the show. We'll see you there in a little bit. Thank you, Chef Scott. All right. So the Halo No Kill Rescue, correct?
Yes.
That's the formal name?
Yes. Well, the formal name is Helping Animals Live and Overcome.
Yes.
Halo is the abbreviated version.
I couldn't find that anywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. And then it was created in 2006.
Yes.
With a mission to create a no-kill safe haven for abused and abandoned animals in Indian River County. You started this, Jackie. Tell us, how did this all begin?
Well, I have always loved animals, and I was on track for vet school and had to come back for a family emergency. So I finished with a degree in psychology, and I was kind of floating around in my life, and I got the opportunity to pick up the building, which was boarding and grooming. And I got a phone call that a mama cat had been hit by a car after she had kittens. So I said, well, bring them. I know how to feed them. And then I started looking for a place to bring them and realized that our county didn't have a safe no-kill shelter to bring them to. We were at about a 50% euthanasia rate. So that was the start of it all.
Right. And then, so you get these little kittens and you've got a building, and then you start building some staff. 07, 08. Tell us about the evolution and how each little part came around.
Oh gosh, the evolution was really hard because I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have any money, and I had no one that, had the same vision at the time. Everybody thought I was a bit crazy, but I just sweated and worked really hard, and I panhandled at Walmart and made $800 on weekends so that I could afford like the basic electricity and stuff.
Correct.
And I think in the first 2 years, I lost both really dilapidated AC units, and I worked with fans, and I started grooming. And I remember it's not a good idea to turn on a fan when you're grooming a dog, because the hairs will fly on you, stick to you, never to come out again.
Unbelievable.
And I did keep the boarding and grooming for quite a few years to generate some income for the rescue. And then eventually, as the community jumped on board, which our community is so great. They're wonderful animal lovers.
They are.
Yeah. Then I was able to drop those 2 pieces and just fully focus on the rescue. Yeah. And we went from, maybe a couple hundred lives a year to almost 2,000 lives a year.
Can you believe that? I mean, that is amazing. I just think that's wonderful. And you're at a 92% reduced euthanasia by 92%.
Yes.
92%. I mean, that's just amazing. It's amazing. And then they will never, what they say is no one will ever be euthanized based on age, space, medical needs, or behavioral issues. And that's a lot to say, because there's a lot of, there are pets. Part of your program is to take a pet that's kind of the one that no one wants to adopt, and you have a special program for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, we call them our misfits, and it's a sweet name. We don't mean it in a bad way, but they've been failed by humans and in their life, and they're untrusting, and so we created a Fresh Start program. So my theory was always, when we encountered a challenge, which was a reason for euthanasia in other shelters, that we would create a solution. So our programs were solution-based to problems that we encountered. And the Fresh Start program is a training program which takes these animals through pretty extensive behavioral modification and physical training, and one of the and to rehabilitate them and hopefully get them ready for adoption. So it doesn't happen in every case. We have some that will live with us for life. And I got photos today of one of them that was over by the river sitting on a lounge chair. So it's a pretty good life that they live. But we work really hard to turn away the idea that a life is deemed wasted or to be killed because there's a behavioral or medical issue.
Agreed.
So that's kind of our plight in rescue in life. What really gets our heart going is that 10% that really falls through the cracks.
Sure. Jackie, you had some things that were that are going on. You're a 501c3. You're a fund. Yes. Okay. Yes. So we raise money. That's how they do it. This is everything is a nonprofit. All the money goes back into it. You have some things that are going on in the next couple months or so to raise some money. Some really exciting activities.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that Halo is a private 501c3, which means that we don't receive any government, local, state, county, no funding whatsoever from any municipalities or government entities. So we rely heavily on our community, on local foundations, things like that, and also events. Yeah. So we have a really fun one coming up, which is our 5K. It's called Chase Your Tail. And
love that.
Yeah, it's fun. April 22nd. Pre-registration is available now for $30 on our website. And then day of registration is also available, which is April 22nd at 6:30 a.m. You can come sign up and start running at 7:30. We do encourage all our four-legged friends to come as well. It makes the party even more fun.
Okay, so you can run with your pet.
Yep, absolutely.
Or walk.
Or walk.
Yeah.
You don't have to run.
We have a lot of cats that come in, cute little carriages.
I love it.
And, they have a good time. And we have adoptable dogs and a breakfast bar. We have a lot of stuff that's donated from local vendors. Like Natalie's is a great supporter of us.
They're wonderful.
We really appreciate them. So yeah, it's a really great time. We have a DJ that comes out and gets everybody really hyped up and excited. ROTC comes and presents the colors. So yeah, fun. It's a full event.
And where does it start? Where's the location?
Sebastian Community Center.
The Community Center.
Yep.
And where is the Community Center?
It is actually right down the road from the main shelter. So it is
Is it on US 1?
No, North Central Avenue.
Okay, because I always remember everything at the park there. Yeah, I have that Riverway Park.
Yeah.
So I think about that and Sebastian, then I orient myself. Of course, I know where you guys are on Jackson Street, right?
Just head a little bit further towards the river, and the community center is right there.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, head east and you'll run into it.
Are you going to run along the river then?
So the course takes you up Old Dixie Highway.
Yes.
And then takes you back down Indian River Drive, which is really fun.
It's beautiful.
And then you cross through the parking lot to finish at Sebastian Saltwater.
Okay, I know exactly where you are.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a great little spot. And that is a beautiful, one of the things about that area in Sebastian too is people don't realize there's that beautiful area. Old Dixie is just a beautiful road.
Yeah.
And if you've never seen it, or they're like, I don't know where that is, you wouldn't know
it's
unless
a really
you know.
historic road. It's been there forever.
It is. Now, was there some other function or some other thing that you wanted to talk about? We were talking about 2 items that you had that you wanted to mention.
Well, we have the adoption center in the Indian River Mall.
Oh, yeah. Let's mention that, because even here at the studio, they didn't know about that. I was like, yeah. So it's adoption, but it's so much more, right?
Right. So it is a fear-free sheltering system. All of the cats that live there live in rooms. Yeah. There's no cages.
Okay.
So they're either in big towers or in rooms.
Yeah.
And it's been working so well. Anytime we have a cat at the main shelter who's just not settling in, just not opening up, we transfer them down to the adoption center, and 9 times out of 10 they really just flourish down there.
Really?
Yep.
Because they're just hanging out with other cats?
Yeah.
What do you think it is?
Yeah, I mean,
because they have crazy cat people in there.
Is it only cats?
Listen,
there is it just
she
cats?
says this, but she has more cats than dogs now.
All right,
so.
I was gonna say.
I'm not old enough.
We're gonna find out that later. We're gonna ask those direct questions. But is it just cats at the mall?
Cats and kittens primarily, but we do have guinea pigs and rabbits and some smaller animals there as well.
Okay.
It's part of the fear-free. The cats do not want the dogs to move them.
Fear-free. So it's a fear-free cat environment, so they don't have to live in fear. They can all hang out with each other. I'm sure some get a little more dominant than the others and whatever, but it's a cat haven.
Yes, correct.
And you can visit. Can you go in the cat room?
Yeah, absolutely. 12 to 5, Monday through Sunday. You can go in all the cat rooms. You can visit. You can hang out. You can volunteer.
Yeah, okay. That's another thing we need to talk about.
We always desperately need volunteers for every location.
Okay.
And we are actually just completing an expansion of the adoption center, which is super exciting. It's like 2 years in the making. COVID held us up a little bit.
Sure. And that's your main location on Jackson Street?
No, the adoption center.
Where's the adoption center?
In the mall.
This is the same spot.
Yeah,
okay.
We took over the next door location and opened it up.
So if you were going to adopt a cat, though, are you there? Do you adopt a dog there too?
No, you do your dog applications. Most of the time you can fill them out online.
Sure.
And then you would go to the main shelter to pick them up.
Okay.
But just because of, the way everything's set up, there's obviously no grassy areas for the dog. I know, baby.
He's like, you know what I need.
I know.
That's fantastic. That is great. That's great.
But yeah, we're really exciting. We have a grand reopening on May 6th to show everybody the new expansion at the Indian River Mall.
Okay.
And a kitten shower.
And a kitten shower.
In kittens.
You guys are going to have to send me information. I'll talk about it on the show because I talk about what's going on around town. People want to know.
Better be careful what you ask for, Laura.
I know. No, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid at all. I
won't leave you alone.
No, I love that. I love that. Hey, listen, the only way to pay for the show is to do commercials. We need to take a break for a couple of commercials, and we'll be right back with Jackie and Allison from Halo.
Sunshine Furniture brightens up your day.
At Sunshine Furniture, we've been the outdoor furniture experts for over 30 years and carry the largest selection of patio furniture, all made in America. Hundreds of styles, colors, and fabrics to choose from in outdoor wicker, aluminum, and recycled plastic from Lloyd Flanders, Polywood, Berlin Gardens, O.W. Lee, Windward, Woodard, Telescope, and others, all made to withstand our Florida climate, in stock and ready for you to enjoy. Right now, we're having a spring sale on selected groups, and also all pictures, lamps, and accessories are half price. We also specialize in replacement cushions, umbrellas, beach chairs, outdoor rugs, and fire pits. Sunshine Furniture, 1295 US 1, Vero Beach, next to Planet Fitness. Visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com.
Sunshine Furniture, the best in every way.
the height of the Great Depression. A naive young girl with stars in her eyes heads to Broadway only to find she's missed the audition. But that's not where this tale ends. 42nd Street is a story within a story, a show within a show, a backstage drama of smiling faces and heavy hearts. 42nd Street is a mix of a great story and tremendous music. 42nd Street starts April 11th at Vero's Riverside Theater, but you don't have to wait. Get your tickets now at the box office or at riversidetheater.com.
Hi, this is Anna Valencia Tillery, host of Treasure Coast Insider. Listen to my show to learn where to go, what to try, and how to give back throughout the Treasure Coast. Tune in to Treasure Coast Insider, Saturdays at 4 on your weekend home for Planet Vero Radio, Real Radio 1017.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the show. We're so excited to have Jackie and Allison in the house from Halo. That is, we love Halo. We love all the animals. We have cats and dogs, and we got hamsters even out there. This is wonderful. Listen, what we want to talk about are a couple programs, because it is, this is a completely nonprofit organization, okay? So all the money, everything that they use, they have to raise themselves. Now, there is a fosters program where you could foster an animal. Tell us a little bit about that, Jackie.
So the foster program is something that I really try to push to get as many fosters as possible. We have probably about 350 foster homes in the community. But last year we had over 600 animals in foster. So
wow.
Foster program, two huge needs. One is for kittens because, and pregnant mom cats. We just started kitten season. That means we'll get about 600 kittens in the next couple of months.
I didn't know there was a season.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't really end in Florida.
No, I was going to say, but it's generally like a springtime
now. Yeah.
Thing? Okay. All right.
And we can't house all of those kittens at the shelter. No. It's detrimental to them if we get an upper respiratory outbreak. Then we're medicating hundreds of kittens. And we can't, financially, that would be devastating for us. And the socialization that they get, being raised in a home with all the sounds of a home and other pets and children. And so our foster homes find it to be a really good experience. They're tired by the end of the season, so
How long
we try
is their,
to grow.
Their term?
Well, it depends on what age we get the kitten at. Okay. So some of our fosters will do neonatal, which is bottle babies.
Yep.
And then so that's much longer.
Sure.
And then some will do weaning age, so about 4 weeks old.
Okay.
So now you're looking at about a month. And then some will just do like just under age to get them fixed and ready for adoption, so maybe a couple of weeks. So it just kind of depends what your fit is.
Yeah.
And then the second is most important is big dogs like Marvel.
Yeah.
We have hardly any foster homes that do big dogs because, they're, I guess, fearful of introducing a big dog into the new home. And but the ones that do, we have not had any issues. They do wonderful in the homes. And the best thing for us is being able to get to know what the animal is like in a home setting.
Right.
And if there is something that comes up, we can work with the foster to start working with the animal.
Right.
And then we can showcase them the best to our adopters than just saying, well, I don't know if he's house trained. He came off the street and he's been in a kennel setting. And, so it kind of takes all the I don't knows out of the equation.
Sure.
We just had one dog named Dax that was with us for 2 years.
Yeah.
We put him in our one of 2 large dog foster homes, and within 3 months he got adopted.
Very good.
So it's a huge difference.
That's awesome. Now, real quickly, I don't mean to cut you off, but we're going to talk a little bit about volunteers because we've only got a minute or two
I can talk forever.
left over. That's okay. We'll have you back anytime. Let me know.
Well, we always need volunteers. Our all 3 locations rely heavily on our volunteer power. Last year we had over 14,000 volunteer hours.
Fantastic.
And we wouldn't be able to do what we do without doing the middle.
But tell everyone, how do they get to you if they want to volunteer?
So go through our website, which is halorescuefl.org.
Yes.
And you can select the drop-down menu, which is Get Involved, and you can, go look at all the volunteer opportunities. You can do as little or as much as you would like. We always welcome new humans to come help.
That's great. And then can children do it at the age of what? Volunteer.
I think it's 12 now. There's some insurance stuff.
Yeah, they have to be supervised by one of their
parents
until 16, and then after 16 they can.
Very good. You guys, Jackie Patrone, Allison Boots, thank you so much. Marvel, you're the best. You are so happy to be here.
Marvel's giving you the butt shot at the end.
That's it. I thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thanks for coming to the show. Remember to call Halo, donate your time, donate your money. Thank you, everybody. Be safe. Have a happy holiday weekend. We'll see you next week right here. Bye-bye.